What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. So today let's go ahead and talk about Jojo Siwa and this new cringy, uncomfortable to watch rebrand of hers. Now, I know if something's uncomfortable to watch, then you probably shouldn't. We've established that, but I'm just saying that, like, I can't escape the floodgates of Jojo Siwa. Like, I generally can't escape her existence, and with all due respect, I would prefer the days where I didn't know of her. I just didn't know. I've heard of her, but I didn't know her. I think that I see her all over social media. I think that her team have done a really good job, though, of, like, shoving her down our throats, and it's like, girl, okay, I feel like I know the lyrics to her new song already, even though she's just been releasing teasers. I do think there's quite a lot to this, so I thought we can go ahead and, like, talk about Jojo Siwa's new rebranding, her comparing herself to the likes of Miley Cyrus. In my mind, I'm just like, please, baby girl, don't ever do that. Now, when we think of Jojo Siwa, we typically think of, like, leggings, animal print leggings, a whole bunch of color, you know, bows. Now, she's actually very successful. She, I believe, is already like a millionaire just based on merchandise. Her merchandise does extremely well every single time. She's always selling out. People really loved the Jojo Siwa bows. Like, that was her brand, that was her tea, right? I think that she's trying to step more into like a mature lane, but little does she know, for me, it's still giving Jojo Siwa, just with darker clothing. I don't think it's giving mature. I think that the content is still the same. I think that she really just wants to escape the whole kid-friendly brand. But I feel like when that's been your tea for a very long time and you were on a show with other kids and you were dancing and stuff, I think people are just going to automatically associate you with that. And I think because you were already successful being a kid making music for 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds, because to be completely honest with you, I don't know anybody older than 5 who likes Jojo Siwa's music or can put up with that annoying ass voice.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not only talking about musical voice, I'm talking about the way that she speaks. It literally makes me want to rip out my ears, and I suddenly don't mind the fact that I don't have hearing anymore. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Like, I'm trying to be nice here. I don't know how people can interview her on red carpets. I would just roll my eyes like, oh my god, here she comes. She just has this really, like, oh my god, yeah, and I'm like, is this crack? Like, I'm an energetic person, I would like to think, and sometimes I can be kind of annoying, weird, very loud, but my loud ain't like this. I've never had this kind of moment, but you know what? I think she has a great energy. I'll give her that, compared to, like, Miley Cyrus, you know, coming with a new rebrand and stuff, because Miley Cyrus was like this kid-friendly Disney girl, and then she had a rebellious era. And the thing with that is she actually had good music. Now, we haven't heard Jojo's new era, but from the song Karma that she's teased, you should have just kept it in the booth. Like, girl, I don't know about that. Now, if we get an album and some songs are hitting, then girl, I'll tell you that it's hitting. But the fact that you were using this particular single as your baby for the world and the baby for this new era, I don't know how to feel. But I do think it's definitely got people talking, so shout out to her team for that. We have your name in our mouths, and never would I ever have had Jojo Siwa's name in my mouth. Well, I mean, with the whole Colleen Ballinger situation, which is still wild to me. We're not gonna sit in here and pretend that Jojo Siwa is a child. Like, she ain't no baby anymore, and she even knows that. She's even saying, you know what, I'm not a kid anymore. I want to do, like, the whole Colleen Ballinger situation, the whole alleged abusing children thing, and, like, you know, her not having a good working environment. I didn't forget those allegations. Let's just make that very clear.
Jojo Siwa is being accused of basically turning into Abby Lee Miller. A new article by the Rolling Stone is exposing the truth behind Jojo and her mother Jesselyn's girl group XOMG Pop. In 2021, Jojo and Jesselyn starred in this reality show, Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution. The show chronicled Jojo and Jesselyn putting together a girl group that was poised to inherit Jojo Siwa's candy-colored multi-million-dollar empire. They called the group XOMG Pop, and their brand is targeted at the children-teen demographic. The group started out with 7 members, and in the last year and a half, 4 of the original members have left. And now, former member Leah and her mother Angie have spoken to Rolling Stone, saying the girls were mistreated, they were overworked, and they were subjected to verbal abuse by Jesselyn and Jojo. They claim that as their mentor, Jojo pitted the girls against each other, and they also claim unfair pay. So they said that group members had to pay out of pocket for a lot of things, and they were not fairly compensated for brand deals and merchandise sales. One of the most shocking allegations is related to Leah's spina bifida. She had health complications that led her to start bleeding out of her belly button during a performance, and Jesselyn allegedly told her to put a maxi pad on her belly button so she didn't bleed through her costume, as opposed to checking in on her and telling her to rest. Jojo and Jesselyn did not personally respond to Rolling Stone about these allegations, but their lawyer did, saying that they are 100% false.
I don't know whether this is some sort of distraction, because I don't understand, I can't fathom the fact that me over here in England are seeing so many of like my British mutuals talking about Jojo Siwa. Never would we ever have done that, respectfully. Okay, so basically I saw a picture of her. I think she might have been leaving a sex store. I think, and I don't mean to like nitpick and criticize everything, I promise you, I don't, because I think that if she's genuinely doing something good with this marketing, then fair enough, I'll give her a 10. Like I said, I feel like I've heard her song being played, I've seen the teaser being played on TikTok, on Twitter, probably even YouTube Shorts. So I would give her that. It's working. The formula is working. Now, is it going to stick with the people? We do not know. Anyways, there was a photo of her leaving the sex store and she had this long ass receipt. This bitch got coin. This bitch is telling you, bitch, I got coin. It's just not the iconic that she thinks it is. And I think that it's okay. It's not by force, you know? But it must be sad, though, to always be associated as a kid just because you were famous at a very young age and people know you for that moment, you know? I just feel like for me, Jojo Siwa was always going to be like 9. Like, is that bad? Yeah, I'm not helping, am I? I'm part of the problem here. Leggings, tie-dye leggings, loud as hell, you know, like her top's always stopping here. Like, I think that's just like cutesy Jojo, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's okay. And don't fix it if it ain't broken. But of course, she probably feels like in herself that, you know what, I hate this. I've done this for so long now. I don't want to be this way anymore. I want to change my look. But girl, you look like a WWE wrestler about to do SmackDown versus Raw, about to do Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank. Girl, it just doesn't give. Like, she's just loud as well. Like, I do worry, where the hell is her mum? She's always talking about her mama. Where your mum at? There's no way am I letting my kid embarrass themselves. Did you see what she wore at the iHeartRadio Awards? You know when people say like, oh my god, a celebrity like graced the carpet? Girl, she literally was stomping the carpet, like acting like I'm like, girl, at the home training, like she's just too much, like genuinely too much. And I think that, you know what, she's got her fans, but then her fans are like 3 to 7 year olds and she doesn't like that. She wants like an older fan base. You know, I think that she wants to stop being cringy, but girl, you're never beating those allegations. You're always going to be cringy. You leaving the sex store with a long ass receipt, making sure that it was like directed towards a camera so that people could see and possibly like zoom in so that we can call you scandalous. Anything that's forced, I'm just not really gonna fall for. And I feel like everybody wants to have a rebellious era, even like Camilla. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm not gonna lie though, the song, I don't like the song, but when I hear that I love it, girl, I want to start breaking down. I want to start like doing a break dance. Like, I think that I'm gonna step up too. I don't love it, I don't love it, I love it. The thing is, the girlies who were able to like go from like innocent cutie to like rebellious, and I do that in quotation marks because some of these eras weren't even rebellious. It's just people like talking more about sex or people just being more freely to talk about different topics. Yeah, the successful ones are the ones where it was like, okay, yes, it had our jaw dropping, but it's because the visuals were great. It's because the music was actually great. The lyrics were great and it felt very smooth. I don't think with Jojo Siwa it necessarily feels that way. And she needs to come to terms with the fact that, girl, this just ain't it. Go back to the drawing board. These looks aren't giving. The face paint, I don't understand. I remember she was interviewed at the carpet and someone said like, I can't remember the question. I think it was like, who would you like to get on a podcast? Like, who would you like to interview? And, you know, I'm sure she could say, like, anyone. There's absolutely anyone in this world, you know, even if you think that it's far-fetched or whatever. Guess who she said?
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh, my gosh. I mean...
She said her ex.
Honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes.
Oh? How? Okay. She's just an interesting breed. And I think it's funny. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I haven't laughed because I have laughed. But I don't know if I'm laughing with her or at her. And that's me, again, trying to be nice here. Don't you think Jojo Siwa was loud? She's loud about me turning up the volume. Like,
something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
That was scary. Jojo, is that you? Okay, my Google Mini Home thing just went off by itself. Is the ghost of Jojo Siwa in the room with us? I didn't do that. You guys know I didn't say it. That's really strange to me. No, I'm not gonna lie. I need to go and say a prayer. Jojo, if you're in the house with us, please say I. Side note, no one cares, but I'm still gonna share. I will never do an Ouija board. Like, I know there's some people who are like horror fanatics, whores, and just love a good old like scary movement. A scary movie moment. Oh. Everything, what's going on, Jojo? I suddenly didn't mean to offend you. I'm not an Ouija girl. I'm not an Ouija board type of girl. Like, if I see things move, I don't want to be here anymore. I feel like her mum is just like selling her out. Like, I feel like her mum has seen how much money she's made already. I think that her mum is trying to be the mum where she's like encouraging her child to do everything, because she's a famous kid, right? But I just feel like she needs to understand that, like, at what cost? Your kid is literally embarrassing themselves in 4K. Would you even listen to this music? Would you actually even listen to this music if it weren't from you? That's the real question. But you know what? People are probably going to eat it up. Now, I wonder what the 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds are thinking about this new era. They're probably like, oh my God, Jojo's gone crazy. Well, it's like, girl, this ain't crazy. Like, this ain't crazy. This is Jojo Siwa in dark clothing, giving emo, girl. But even at that, she's not giving emo, girl. She's giving loud ass, girl. Happy, crazy, goofy. My goodness, man. No, I'm kind of envious of her energy, though. She's always like, anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, because if you made it all this way to the end and you haven't liked, comment, subscribed, babes, I think you're giving hater, you know? It's giving a little bit stingy. Like, it literally costs you nothing. It takes less than 10 seconds. So what are you waiting for? Or I'm annoying as hell. But then when we're talking about Jojo, I might... Anyways, let me stop. Yeah, I'll catch you guys real soon. I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.